Tesla Model 3 carbon fiber 100% molded spoilers. They sure are beautiful. And we've got a little improved technique for installation, as well as we've added some tape, and we want to show everybody how we recommend you install it. All we're going to need is some blue painter's tape like we have here. We're going to need some duct tape to hold it down when we're done, and alcohol, and also a microfiber towel. So preparation is number one. Get a towel nice and wet and make sure you clean the surface where the spoiler is going to hold on to. You can spray it on the rag or you can spray it on your paint. It should make it nice and sticky almost. You'll notice it's super clean and it's ready to grab onto tape. So again, wipe it all the way down. The next step is centering and location. Blue transfer tape or blue painter's tape, just take a piece of it and line it up on the edge of the inner taillight, straight up like this, tear it off. This is going to be our alignment point 1. Driver's side, same thing, painter's tape, straight up, following the actual plastic, straight up like this. And now we're going to take the spoiler with all of the double-sided adhesive tape on the back, and we're going to just put it right down on top of the trunk. Center it back and forth, sliding it on the edge while it's sitting on the trunk edge with your fingers on each side and centering it. And that's it. Once we have the same gap on each side, and once we know that the tips are sitting flat right here, once we put it on the ledge, the tips are sitting flat, we're ready to go. Okay? So now, if you have one side up too far, it's not going to sit flat. So we want to talk about misalignment. I've had a few people have issues. So there's 2 different alignment points. One is forward and back, and one is right and left. So to get the forward and back position, the lip right here sits right on the lip of the trunk, and when you have that on both sides, you can see I can slide it back and forth. Okay? So now let's start with installing it. I think we're ready. So you'll notice on the back we've got a series of double-sided adhesive tapes running back and forth. Lift up the center one and remove it. There should be 2 pieces holding down the center. So just peel the tape back. This is going to help us with alignment before we start the actual installation. So once we remove the 2 center pieces, we pull the 2 pigtails that are going to be at one end of the other. And these are going to be the actual pieces that are going to hold the front edge down and the back edge down. So peel back the pigtails about 1 inch so you can grab them. So at this point, now we're going to go back to the car, just set it down on the edge, put it right there on both sides, pop it down, and take a look at it. And make sure that you're centered properly. You've got the same gap on each side. You can lift it up and put it back down because we only have this small amount of 3M VHB double-sided tape. Okay, so right now I am ready. Now we're going to start installing it. So again, let's take a look at the end. Whichever side you have your pigtails on, okay, you're going to put some pressure on it, make sure it's holding perfect, it's exactly where you want it. And we're going to start with the top or the front. And you're going to lift it and pull to the side. So you're kind of relieving the pressure with this hand slightly, lifting it up, pushing it back down, and just pull out the double-sided tape. When you get to this side, again, make sure it's right where you want it. And we're ready for the back piece. Now the back piece is helping to hold the spoiler onto the rear edge of the vehicle. So you might have to, again, lift this up slightly and just pull it gently. And there the tape is, the foam double-sided tape is now grabbing onto the clear coat of your car. and you're just pulling the string out. And sometimes it might grab too much. Just lift it up. And when you get to the corners, make sure you're raising it high to get it all the way out. All right, so now your spoiler's on. It's on perfect. You check the tips, you make sure it's holding good, and you apply some pressure. You want to apply pressure to the front edge, and of course forward on the back edge. And it's a good time to get your microfiber towel out. So you can push on the towel, press down on the spoiler, and make sure that it's locked down hard. Also, if you have Ceramic Pro or any kind of nano ceramic coating on your car, you're going to need to buff out the area for the spoiler so it will hold well. We had to do it on this car. This car, as you can see, has 3M Clear Bra on it, but it also had Ceramic Pro. And anyway, we had to polish it out. So you might have to do that if you've had your car coated, just to make sure the spoiler will hold better. All right, I'm getting tired of hearing myself talk. So let's just finish up with the duct tape. Now, duct tape is what we recommend because it holds really strong. The VHB tape, according to 3M, says 72 hours for full curing. So you have to keep this on for 3 days, 72 hours. And we recommend just putting a piece on each end of the tail on the corners. And then pull this down so it's applying a little more pressure. And we want to keep the spoiler down. We don't want it flying off. It does take 24 to 72 hours to fully adhere and cure to the clear coat on your car. You can remove it at any time. It does come off. Chances are it will break or split or crack, but you can remove it. It's not going to hurt your paint. And again, same thing on this side. Just put some nice tape on the top and then pull it down so we have a little added pressure. And that's it. So again, we've been shipping these for a few weeks. We've sold hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. We're probably into the thousands now. And again, this is the glossy. We also have it in matte. And they're only $229 in glossy black carbon fiber from RPM Tesla. And we think it's a beautiful sporty complement. And just look at how deep the 3D pattern is. And again, it looks black from a few feet. A lot of people have asked us about making them in vinyl, wrapping them in different colors. But if you stand back 10 feet, it's black. Carbon fiber really reveals itself if you get closer. And it sure looks great with some of our other products, like our brand new Gen 2 carbon fiber side mirror caps with a full wrap leading edge. Looks outstanding, looks super OEM. And carbon fiber accents, carbon fiber center caps for the 19-inch and the 20-inch Tesla factory wheels. And soon to come out is our carbon fiber molded dashboard replacements and dashboard caps. We're going to have two different items to cover up that wood. You can see how nice this looks with the silver or a carbon fiber console, as well as our door sill covers. Carbon fiber protection and beauty. Thanks again, Mark at RPM Tesla. These are now shipping, now in stock. Simple to self-install. Come by and we'll even put it on for free. Thank you. In terms of appearance, again, we are calling this a blade because it is so similar to the Model S blade. It's not gaudy, it's not too overwhelming. It just fits on real nice, similar edges and corners, and that deep, rich carbon fiber pattern. Looks so beautiful and sporty. Matte carbon fiber on red.